welcome back. Today we are going to solve find element in sorted array with duplicates. We are given with a sorted array of integers and a target integer. We have to find the first occurrence of the target and return its index. If the target element is not found in the array, we will return -1 as our answer. Looking at the first example, we have an array of integers and given a target element 3. We have to return if 3 is present in the array or not. Since we can observe 3 is present in the array, but there are multiple occurrences of 3. So we will return the first occurrence which lies at index 1. So the output is going to be 1. Coming to the next example, the array has number of elements in it and the target is 6. Since 6 is not present in the array, we will return -1 as our output. So how we will be going to solve this? The first thing which should come in our mind is the observation, which is the array is sorted in increasing order. Yeah. So one approach would be to do with a binary search. So we would be assigning a low pointer, high pointer, and in the meantime we can find the mid index. So the mid element is 6, and if we check if 3 is equal to 6, no, it's not. So will check if the element is smaller than or greater than. Since this is false and 6 was greater than 3, we would be discarding the elements to the right, which is towards the high pointer. So this would be discarded, this would be discarded, this would be discarded, this would be discarded, and the current element would be discarded, and the high pointer would be moving towards mid -1. So the new high becomes at the mid -1 index. This goes, and again we continue with our loop of finding the mid index. Now the mid is found to be here. Now if we check 3 is equal to 3, so we would be storing the answer as the index of the current 3. So if it was like 0 1 2 3 4, so the mid lies at index 2. Since it was asked to get the first index of the target element, we would be reducing the higher search range and moving towards the lower search range. So this would be cancelled, this would be cancelled, this would be cancelled as well, and the high pointer moves here. Now again we find mid. So if mid comes here, now the mid element is 3 and it is at index 1, so we would be updating answer as 1. Now we don't have any element which is equal to 3 in the remaining set of elements, so we would be returning we would be turning 1 as answer. So that would be our approach. So let's code this up. Let's assign our pointers low and high. Low to 0 and high to length of the array -1. Also let's store answer initially as -1. So we'll run a loop for the low pointer to be greater than high, less than equal to high. In the meantime, we'll be finding the mid index. Also, let's store the element at the mid index each time we iterate. So like current element is array of mid. Now let's check if the current element is equal to target. If it was, then we should store the answer by the mid. Now if it was equal, or if it wasn't, then we should also check if the current element is less than target. We should continue decreasing and increasing the search space each time by half. So like if it the current element was less than the target, then it won't be feasible to if us to search in the lower half. So we would be moving the lower pointer to mid +1, else we would be moving the high towards the lower end. So it would be like mid -1. Finally we can return the answer. So let's check if it's correct. Yeah, and as you can see, it's correct and it passes all the test cases. This was the code, and I hope you liked it. So thanks, and we would be meeting in our next video.